Hello everybody, say hi. Welcome to our channel, and today we will share with you our breastfeeding journey. It wasn't easy for us because my boy, when he first born, we gave him the bottle and he refused my breast. After that, it took us a while to put him back to my breast, and we were successful, and he exclusively breastfed until now when he's 5 months old, and we decided to just introduce him to the solid food, but like not fully, just to try and see how he does. Most likely he still get most of the nutrition through breast milk. And yeah, if you're struggling with your baby and try to find out a way to re-latch the baby, then please watch our video. Hopefully you find it useful, and please give us a thumbs up if it helped you re-latch your newborn. My boy was born back in April 2022, and on the first day he tried to latch on my breast. It was very cute. I still remember the nurse tried to push him onto my breast and he tried to suck on, but of course he didn't know how to suck on properly yet. So he was very hungry, and every time we put him down he just cried because he's hungry. He was fussy, but because I'm the first time mom, so I didn't know that. I thought that he was okay, and yeah, it was not easy. And I never thought that breastfeeding would be something that difficult, I thought it's something that the baby can do it themselves, and should be something natural, but it actually not. It took a while for the baby and also for the mom to kind of um, figure out the way to make it work. So that was the first day after he was born. The second day, I remember when I was in the hospital, the nurse came in and told me that he had the jaundice condition, and to be able to fix that problem, he has to eat more. And they think that he didn't get enough from me, and it's very dangerous if he couldn't eat. So they recommended me to give him the bottle to top him up. And because of his condition, I had no choice, but I had to accept to that. So we gave him the bottle. He ate the bottle very well. I remember he ate about 60 meals each feed, and yeah, after the bottle, unfortunately, he refused my breast, and I was very sad about that. But at the time I was like, yeah, well, actually it's not a bad thing, because I had a C-section, and if now my baby used the bottle to eat, then I can ask my husband to help. I don't have to kill myself trying to feed my baby every 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, we fed him with the bottle, and then the nurse asked me if I still want to breastfeed him, and I said yes. So the nurse tried to show me how to latch him on, but he didn't want it. He just either fall asleep or crying when I tried to put him on to my breast. And the nurse told me at the time that I have to try to breastfeed him first, and then give him the bottle with the breast milk that I pumped, and then if he's still hungry, then I have to top him up with the formula. So we did that, but some feeding I was like, yeah, I'm just exhausted and I don't want to try to breastfeed him because it's just a headache. He didn't want it, and he would cry or scream, and I just want to get things done and just give him the bottle instead. And we did that. Sometimes if I have energy, then yeah, I'm gonna give him my breast, but he didn't want it. And on the third day at the hospital, the nurse tried different way to latch him on, and he didn't even try until we put the nipple shield on my breast. So he tried to suck the nipple shield. I can show you what it looks like. So this is the nipple shield that they gave me at the hospital. I put it on my breast and then I put the baby on. So he latched on this and he tried to suck the milk out of my breast. But the problem is I didn't have enough milk at the time. The milk flow was very slow. So he would suck on like for about a minute and then he just don't want it anymore. So again, he suck on and off. It was still not working, and the nurse told me that I need to go and see a lactation consultant. We went to see the lactation consultant and I fed him in front of her using the nipple shield to show her what I did. And we did that. The lactation consultant told me that, well, the position that I used to breastfeed him looks perfect. But the problem is my milk flow doesn't come out fast enough. So he would latch on, but then he lost interest because of that. The milk flow from the breast is slower than the milk flow from the bottle. So the baby just lose interest. And she recommended me to keep trying when I come home and keep pumping, because if I stop pumping, then I'm gonna lose my milk completely. And she recommended me to buy this pump. So I bought this pump, middle pump, and we went home. I kept pumping, and then I fed him following the feeding order that they suggested, using my breast to feed him first, and then using the bottle with the breast milk in it. And if he's still hungry, then I will top him up with the formula. And we did that for about a week or so, but then it just didn't work out. Like, he was still crying, screaming every time I tried to put him on my breast, even with the nipple shield. Sometimes he's like, yeah, he's okay, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So I was like, yeah, I got enough. I just cannot continue with this anymore because it's very time consuming, and the baby doesn't want it. He screams and I have enough of it. So we stopped. I didn't bother to put him on my breast anymore. I just give him the bottle with the milk that I pumped, and then the formula if he need to eat more. So we did that for about 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe even like a month, and we had to come back to see the lactation consultant because we already booked another appointment with her. I remember my husband asked me near that date, near that appointment date. He told me, well, these days I don't latch him on my breast anymore. So when I come there, what kind of update can I give to the lactation consultant? And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, what kind of update can I say? Will I say that I gave up? Or, So it's like, yeah, I probably should try again because now, after a lot of pumping, maybe my milk flow improved. And maybe, who knows, maybe the baby is gonna latch on again. So amazingly, before I went there, is the night before I came to see the lactation consultant the second time, I tried to latch him on, and magically he actually latched on, and he actually got some milk from my breast. I was like, wow, how did it happen? It's like amazing. And the next day we went there to see the lactation consultant. I hope to myself that he's gonna just do that again, and he actually did. He did a very great job at that place. The lactation told me she think that I will soon be able to breastfeed my baby exclusively. So we went home. We tried to breastfeed him. Still use the bottle once in a while. Actually, most of the time still, because I was like, yeah, what's the point of breastfeeding him when he only eat for like 5 minutes, and then he got hungry after like 2 hours. So I have to feed him more compared to feeding him with a bottle, in which he can eat more and less often. So most of the time I still use the bottle to feed him until my breast got some like the milk got stuck and it got painful. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I think I need my baby help. So I put him onto my breast more often, and gradually we changed from the bottle to my breast. It took me about a week to fully make the transition work. And after that, after like 2 weeks since the day I was like put him onto my breast more often, he actually say no with the bottle. And now he doesn't want the bottle anymore. He just want my breast. So yeah, that's the story that I have. If you're struggling trying to re-latch your newborn for some reason, then just don't lose hope. And it may take time. For me, it took about more than a month since he was born to be able to properly latch my baby. And at first it hurt, it's not easy, but then when I stopped using the bottle and he had more practice, then now it's super easy, and we're enjoying it. It saves us a lot of time and effort. We don't have to clean the bottle, we don't have to worry about when the milk is gonna expire, and we don't have to worry about warming it up. It's hot enough for him, and how much he eat and the leftover milk. We don't have to worry about all of that. I just need to put him onto my breast, and he just decide how much he wants, and he eat from it. And most of the time he would sleep on my breast. Life became so much easier since I exclusively breastfeed. And yeah, that's my story. I think it's time to say goodbye. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, and see you next time.